What's going on YouTube? It's Matt Fairclough. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube channel. My name is Matt, as you know, and my company is called the DeRosa Group, and we have some awesome stuff for you guys today. This is our DeRosa Success Stories program. The way that it goes down is people that have learned a little bit from us, whether that's from the YouTube channel or from the book, from whatever it is that we have out there. People that have learned some things and have generated success in their life or in their business that we want to highlight and talk about how awesome they are and talk about what they learned and what they're doing to win. We're going to highlight that and put that out there for you guys so you guys can get a little bit more of what they've got. So today I'm super excited to have some folks that I met at the Bigger Pockets conference in Nashville. These two are going places. They made me laugh out loud when I first met them because of the shirts they had on, which we'll talk about in that. But I want to really warm welcome to Josh and Marcie Rathbun from Silver Lining Homes. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks, Matt.
Matt, thanks for having us.
Cool. Thank you. So tell us, Silver Lining Homes. What's behind that name? That's such a cool name. What's that all about?
Well, it kind of first started out as we were embarking on this journey. We're like, how do we provide value to not just people, but to tenants and to everyone that's around us? And we're like, well, in every single thing that we see, there's always a silver lining. And that's kind of where the name came about.
Yeah. Everything's got it. It's like the light side of light, looking on the positive side.
Right. Exactly.
And the company is our silver lining too.
Yeah, the company is your silver lining.
It is.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. That's great. And I think that if people want to hear more about that story and about the why, because I think that it's important to work with companies that have a really awesome why. And my reasoning for that is that real estate can hit back pretty hard sometimes in this business. This business can be rough. And if we're not working with someone that has a strong enough why to keep them in, to keep them through the bumps of real estate, then you could end up partnering with someone who's going to end up, like, you know what, I'm going to go try Amway. I'm going to go do something else, and so you may lose your partner if they don't have a strong enough why. And I think that you guys have a strong why, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What is it? What's your why, real quick?
Lily and Chloe.
Yeah. So our kids are a very strong why, but at the same time, we felt there was a draw to go bigger, faster, stronger. And how do we do that? And for me, it was the fulfillment of my day job. I just wasn't getting it. And I was like, there's something out there for me that I need to pursue. And having my background in construction, I kind of fell back to that. And I was like, I need to marry that with investing, and hence real estate investing came about and this business came about.
I love it. So the DeRosa Success Stories program, as I said, is about people that have learned something from us, whether it's from the YouTube channel, from the book, whatever it is. And if you guys watching want us to submit a DeRosa Success Story, all you need to do is just email us at success@derosagroup.com. That is success@derosagroup.com. And you could that could end up being right here on the YouTube page for us to have a great conversation. So what was it that we put out there that you guys had read or consumed that you applied? So tell us what you read that really stuck out, and then how you applied it.
I think it was the Raising Private Capital, obviously your book, along with some of the Bigger Pockets resources, but that private capital book really brought about and tied together how our business needed to run. And we utilize that through our inner circle. And you talk about that in your book, your inner circle and working out. And the way we did that is with her father-in-law. That's kind of how we started. So when we first started out, we bought a portfolio of 6 doors all at the same time. And we're like, okay, well, let's figure this out. How do we do this? And so we went to her dad first and was like, hey, we're going to embark on this journey. Would you like to come along? We don't know what we're doing yet. We don't know how to do this yet, but we're going to figure this out. And he said, absolutely, let's do it. So that kind of sparked the very beginning at last year. And so we borrowed the money for the down payment and away we went. Also utilizing the HELOC at the same time that we had.
Yeah, our original plan was to put in our own money. And he was really interested in real estate, but didn't want to do all the heavy lifting and the work, and was just really interested in investing and being a part of it. And so we didn't use our own money for the down payment. We used his, and we were able to use our HELOC then for the renovations.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so Marcie, this was your father-in-law, right?
It's my stepdad.
Your stepdad. Okay,
His
got it.
father-in-law.
My father.
Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Because that means that's Josh's father, unless you're
My dad.
right. Yeah, I got it. Okay,
No.
cool. Yeah, totally got it. So what the lesson there is about that it's important to have, if you guys are, for those of you guys watching, when you're pursuing those that want to invest with you, if you're just getting started, and that's okay, because we all just got started at some point. And my first private loans was from my wife's father. By the way, not when he was my wife's father, when he was my girlfriend's father. I got my girlfriend's dad to lend me money. Not that I recommend you guys do business with your girlfriend or have your girlfriend's dad lend you money. Worked out in my case in that. But if you work with people that like and trust you because you're you. Now, Marcie, you had someone who liked and trust you because not just because you're awesome, which you are, but they know you. They're your family, right? And I'm not saying that those watching should only go to their family, but consider working with people that like and trust you because you're you, not because you've got this mile-long real estate track record. Correct?
Right.
Yeah.
And that really opened up doors too, going further into the year. So we started out with her dad, and it branched off. So as we've grown our portfolio this year, we've been able to prove kind of how our rehabs are going, and that's, given us some backing. And now our latest and greatest has been, our mentor has hooked us up with a few people, and we were able to present them with some of these opportunities. And now, just recently, we fully funded a duplex with all private money, as well as we have our own BP meetup that we do as well, which people have started to take notice, and they're also saying, hey, we would like to invest with you as well. So, like you said, you got to start somewhere. And as soon as you get that ball rolling, that was the hardest part. The rest just kind of came, as you prove your processes and your systems, the rest kind of lined up the way it was supposed to, as long as you can, stick to your guns and there are failures along the way, but learning from those are the biggest key. And then you move forward, and that's what's really opened up the doors.
First deal is the hardest one.
It really is.
It's always the hardest one. And I think that for those of you guys that are watching that have not done a deal yet, understand it does get easier. It gets harder in a ton of ways, but it also gets a lot easier from a confidence standpoint, from a, hey, wait, I can do this. And also from the people noticing, like, hey, I'm not your very first investor. You've done this before with other people's money. So how did that go? So that it does get easier. So Marcie and Josh, what's next for you guys?
I think, let's see, so this is our first year. It was 23 doors this year. I want to double that next year. I want to go even bigger and better. I don't like being slow, but with us being a team, and like you said earlier, that partnership, if you don't know what you're doing, find a partner, find someone who's just as hungry as you are and go after it. You will make mistakes, but as long as you learn and you grow, that's what's going to get you, what we feel, is going to get you further and faster. So I would definitely say if we can double our amount of doors next year, we've won, and we're going to do everything we can to make that happen.
Need more private lenders and more deals. And you guys are in the Raleigh, Raleigh Durham Research Triangle area, right?
So that's where we live. We invest out in Rocky Mount, which was a lower barrier of entry for us to get into, which has also allowed us to accelerate the number of doors much faster.
I've heard good things about Rocky Mount, North Carolina, so for those of you guys watching, if you guys want to hear more about Rocky Mount, you gotta reach out to Silver Lining Homes to hear more about what's going on there and how to get involved. So
yeah, we tend to invest anywhere within that's about an hour's drive of Raleigh. So anywhere from Raleigh out about an hour.
But it's still close enough for us to do our own property management.
Yes.
Yeah, for now, yeah. I mean, we my wife and I got up to 115 units before we started thinking about outsourcing that, which we did.
Wow.
Outsource it, but because you'll find that there'll become a point where the management will get in the way of growth. Right now, it's not that way, but it's better for you to manage. I recommend everybody self-manage at first, and then they transition into outsourcing management, because no property manager will ever be able to take advantage of you or will ever slip one by you because you've self-managed and you kind of know how things are supposed to be run because you used to do it. But you will eventually hit that point. Not yet, but you'll get there. So, okay, great. One more thing. Like I said, when I met you guys in Nashville, you guys had these phenomenal shirts on. Tell us real quick. I know we're not wearing them today, but tell me real quick what they were and how it applies to your business.
So mine said brawn of the business, and hers said brains of the business.
Yeah.
On the back, they were
On
the
the
same
back.
on the front, silver lining.
I just thought it was
Right.
so cool. And I
Right.
think that it plays into that husband and wife symbiotic relationship that exists a lot in real estate. Not that Josh does not have a brain and not that Marcie does not have any brawn,
Right.
but it just plays into the way that couples can complement each other in real estate investing and that. So I think that's awesome. We'll just have to bring you guys back and talk more about how you guys are able to leverage your marriage in your real estate business, because that's something that my wife and I have done, and that a lot of other successful real estate investors have been able to find different seats on the real estate bus for each party of the married couple to create more success. So
Absolutely.
cool. All right. So for those that are watching and want to hear more about you guys, more about Rocky Mount, more about working with your spouse, more about the North Carolina region, or they want to attend your meetups in Raleigh or Rocky Mount?
Raleigh.
Okay. So if they want to hear any of that stuff, how do they hear more about you guys?
Yeah, you can reach us at silverliningHomesLLC.com. So
SilverLiningHomesLLC.com.
that's right. Yep. If you just want to send us a message through that, you can reach out to us and we can respond.
Great. Okay. Keep an eye on this couple, guys. These two are going somewhere. We'll have to check in with them later on DeRosa success stories to hear what they're up to and everything like that. So, Marcie and Josh, thank you so much for being a part of this. It's been an honor to have you guys here, and I appreciate you guys taking what I put out there in education stuff in the YouTube channel and the book and applying it to benefit, because that's what it's there for. So I hope you guys watching are able to do the same and grow and benefit your lives off of some of the education that we put out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great and profitable week.